Hey everybody, GravyTrain here, another episode of GravyTraining. This is the fourth episode and the end of the pilot for the Astroneer Let's Play series. So definitely, at the end of this, let me know what you think. Want me to keep going? Do you want me to keep doing this type of thing? Let me know. I am anxious to hear. And once again, this is not going to be replacing dungeon boss content. I can record a number of these back to back, schedule them. They can be kind of released as on an ongoing basis. But the only thing that I've done so far is I went ahead and crafted a smelting furnace. And now I am going to, so I'm almost out of resin. Grab that from here. Have any over there? Not. Do not. I'm gonna need, well, let's see. Large platform A. That is what I want. Or as they are sometimes called, the large platform A. Go get some resin. There is bound to be some not too far away. Remember to scan research items as we pass. Those over here. I think this one takes power. And that one takes power. We can take our generator over to that and pop that one open. So we'll get that one next. I will do that today to show you how that works. Somewhere over here is going to be some resin. There we go. I still haven't found any quartz yet. So be on the lookout for quartz, and like I said, quartz is the big spindly pink. We'll grab this. That's power or a battery, and I gotta remember that I don't have much oxygen, so I gotta head back. I make a beeline straight to your tether. That's enough of the resin to get going. And let's get a platform and let's start smelting up that stuff. My wonderful use of the English language. So I'm gonna have to unfortunately slow this down. It looks like it's, so we do have that. So basically what I need to do, I have, let's turn this off. Alright. Actually I could probably do it with the battery even. But what let me grab some compound so I can make more tethers. Tethers are like your American Express. Don't ever want to leave home without it. You always leave nice little paths to different resources and points of interest using your tethers, and you will always be able to find them again. Really wish they'd make these a little bit longer. Apparently I totally spaced where I was going. If you make sure you scan all those things all the time, you'll advance much more quickly. Now, these tethers can only power you. They cannot power objects like this. So, more stuff over there we'll take a look at in a minute. One of them is power, we'll grab that. So here, basically, all we got to do is pop this off, like so. Connect it up, like so. And turn it on. Run for just a minute, it'll fill up the internal. And we can grab it. And let's go ahead and run over here and do the same thing. You will never ever be in a situation where you start kicking yourself for using too many tethers. So that is ammonia over there. So we'll run some tethers. Do that right now. And I'm out of tethers, which means I need to grab. That's ammonia right up there too. I'm not going to grab it right now because I don't need it yet. But we'll have to remember that that's there. That is copper. We are absolutely going to need copper. Let's power this up real quick. There is. There it is. Running, we'll run back here. Down here. There's research. Found over here. There's lots of research and ammonia. Gathering up some organic, or are failing. Apparently it was just enough. Alright, so that's a pretty good haul. I'm going to run up here really quick. This green is stuff that copper comes in. Like a candy shell up here. Not a lot. I'm running out of oxygen. Alright, that was enough for at least one piece, which will be enough to get us. I'm going to try to grab a couple more. There's a couple of things we're going to want to craft that just need a little bit of copper. Wind power. Now this would be before we had a drill mod. This would go faster, be more efficient. We do not. There's more up here for certain, but we're not going to get much more. And there's more underground in other places. And just follow this right back home. And yeah, I could go cross country, but why? Follow my tethers. I've gotten burned way too many times. Either by running out of oxygen or getting lost, which is much, much worse. Okay. So let's do a couple of things. Let's get the platform out here. Turn it just a little bit. Just a little more room. And forward. Connect it up. And this. And now we have the ability to smelt. Let's get aluminum, copper. Here. By the way, you can control and turn these things on and off using the C and V key. So if you have lights and things like that, that all works really well for that stuff. Go ahead and put down that going quicker. And then ideally these things end up in bigger platforms where they have more room to work. So we've got an aluminum. With that aluminum, I can craft a buggy, which I believe is, our tractor is 2 aluminum. So that's our copper. More aluminum is on its way. And getting a vehicle makes things much, much better. Alright. So, let's craft a tractor. Now this, for right now, is just going to be kind of wheels to get us around. We can also then research and craft a trailer. And we can chain up several trailers and drag them along behind us to bring back this stuff without having to carry it, and other good things. Same thing, we got too much going on right now. Alright, there is the tractor. Just gather up like a metric crap ton. Thought I had. So we will need to craft a soil sifter, which will get us a lot of these kind of grunt materials in quantity. So let's go ahead and start this. bunch more bytes. That. Put that down, that'll help. Work light requires copper, so let's do that for your sake and mine. Craft a work light. So now I can use C to turn on and off the one on the left. If I had one on the right side, it would work there. What this is going to do is light up the area much better when we're underground. Be able to see more. You can actually put one on either side. And how are we on time? Alright. So let's take a look. 2255. We can do a trailer as well. Research that. That's one compound and one aluminum. I happen to have one compound and one aluminum. Let's pop the tractor out. And this is the front end of it. It's got one double container. We can put storage or things like that out there. And then each of the trailers, as you'll see in a little bit, has considerably more stuff. I'm going to want to take solar with me. For right now, we'll keep it pointed up to the sky. The wind, wind vane will run, and it will generate power. It's also like a one at a time. So there's that. I'm just going to turn it so that it's in the right direction. Unpack it. Connect it. And there we go. So, actually probably going to want to make one more of these. Because it can't hurt. More aluminum going. You're going to use a lot of aluminum at first, and then not nearly so much after. Need to cook up the zinc yet. That stuff will all be ready. And soil centrifuge, let's get one of those. That will make our lives easier. Which, in anticipation of that, do another canister. We will need dirt to fill that up. And oxygen filters. The oxygen filters are like a one-shot version of the oxygen tank. The oxygen tank refills. The oxygen filters do not. And this is probably more than adequate. Connect this up. Now, get some power in here. We can do the power this way. Once all this is done, utilizing all of its power, we've got too many things going at once. Could grab a little bit more. stuff up. A lot of times you can just tap the input socket of something, requires a resource, and it will automatically get pulled from your inventory. Alright, and let the vehicle fill up. I'm going to need to have take a power source with me as well. So I'll probably just take the generator. Solar's not doing much right now. Put it out here. So it is full capacity. Disconnect this. And I want to keep one of these at least. You know what? I might do one more. Oil centrifuge. So what we can do too, there's nothing that says we have to have a platform active for everything. Let's grab these things. We can pull this off. Oops. Gotta set it aside. This up here. And let's go gather up. We go underground real quick. Gather up some more dirt. Fill up both my canisters. Right here is fine. You can see on your reticle how it's getting closer and closer to full. And it's full. So, heading back to base. I will now show you how this works. So you can see the input up here. I'm just going to take one canister. Going to fill up halfway. 2 canisters. Fills up all the way. Now, just open up the control panel. You can choose from the soil and power. It will generate 8 compound, 8 resin, 8 organic, 6 clay, 4 quartz, which I actually need. So we'll do that right now. And then it's locked in. You can only get the kind of like rudimentary materials. That is going to take a good chunk of power. Let me get a little bit more organic just to speed this up. By running really rapidly over this, I'm not really deforming the terrain and only getting the surface. There you can see it's almost done. It's not working at maximum speed, but this will allow me 4 of these pieces. We can then fire them into glass. What do I have the resin? Short by 1. Short by 1. Although I can get resin back from soil again too. While that's running, we go ahead and grab more soil. believe as long as you're moving, the wind generator will generate power. So that is something to consider. And I'm back at full. Doesn't generate a lot of power. It does generate something, and I believe it works the same for vehicles. It's not enough to sustain you. It's not like perpetual motion or anything. Alright, so let's grab a couple of quartz. Pop the rest of this off right here. This off to the side. This one back. And let's melt some quartz. So meanwhile, let us grab this, that on the front. Go ahead and get in. And now we are mobile and not tethered to tethers. It's across the ground pretty good, so you can do more exploring. That type of thing. Find resources and caverns, and here is some clay. That brown is clay. The greenish brown and purple version is and sparkly is the ammonia. That there. Grab a little bit of each of these. So clay is used for ceramic, which has more higher level materials. Alright, so we're pooping off little pieces. Put those up here. And your vehicle does generate oxygen. Your spacecraft will as well when you go to another planet. Grab a little more while we're right here of both resources. So yeah, the vehicles make exploring, they make travel, you can take the vehicles underground, dig out big caverns for them, that kind of thing. And alright, quick look at this. Anything useful? Scrap, scrap, scrap. Okay. Alright, let's head back to the base for now. By getting pretty close. Yeah, we're at running almost a little long here. We'll hit back. So we have barely begun to scratch the surface here. There are lots and lots of resource gathering, lots and lots of crafting, things that we haven't even begun to discover. We have barely scratched the surface of the research tree. We haven't gone and seen, there is a portal beam up in the sky, probably easier to see at night. It is somewhere around here, probably easier to see at night. There is a portal somewhere on the other side where we're kind of in a weird little bit of a valley. It's a great big huge portal. So got that stuff to explore. We've barely gone anywhere underground. There's all sorts of stuff yet to do, so let me know what you think of this game. I can probably will try out a couple of other ones just to see what everybody's interest is. Let me know if you have specific game suggestions. I'm mostly into like strategy and simulation and like management games, survival, sandbox, that kind of thing. Stuff that you got to use your brain for. So, anyhow, let me know what you think. I really enjoyed this game. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I hope you guys like the content. If you do, I haven't progressed super much further beyond this. Like, I've gotten off the planet and come back. I've done some of that stuff, but a lot of this will be kind of us exploring and learning the stuff at the same time. So, anyhow, if you're new to the channel, do all that YouTube stuff. Hit me with a thumbs up and a like. My Discord channel is down below in the description, so feel free to join us there, hang out, talk Dungeon Boss, talk Astroneer, talk whatever else, see the crazy community. They are, I mean, we have a great community here, very supportive, good people, so look forward to seeing your comments and talking to you about what you think about the game. So this is the final one until we come back to this. So we'll consider this the end of the pilot, and we'll call this kind of like a season 1. We can pick back up from here with the next video if we go forward with this one. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you soon.